Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and today I wanted to take you through a really short yoga stretch for the full moon. So the full moon's a really great time for letting go of anything you've been holding on to or anything you just want to release before we go into the next stage, the next few weeks of the moon cycle. So with that, we're going to be focusing on a short version of my moon salutations, which is really going to open through the hips, release any tension that we're holding there. It really does focus on kind of hip openers and getting into the inside of the hips. So with that said, we're going to start lying down. You're not going to need any props. So just bring soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, and just settle one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. It doesn't matter which hand is where. Just gently closing your eyes and letting your knees feel really heavy, so allowing gravity to do the work for you. If this gets super uncomfortable for you, you can always just bring the knees back together and widen the feet. So just starting to breathe in and out through the nose. Simply observing the breath to begin with. Noticing how fast or slow it is. Noticing where you're feeling it in your body. And even though this is only a short practice, just taking a few moments to check in with how you're feeling today. Taking a quick scan of your body and noticing if there's any areas of tension, any discomfort. Just noticing how your physical body is feeling. And then drawing your attention to your heart space. Checking in with how you're feeling emotionally, without any judgment, just simply noticing. And now starting to breathe a little bit deeper, drawing the breath all the way down to your tummy, so you're feeling your tummy rise and fall underneath your hand. Slow inhale and slow exhale, nice even breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. And just setting the intention for yourself for this practice, that it's going to aid you in letting go of anything that no longer serves you. I am releasing what no longer serves me. And with that in mind, I'm releasing what no longer serves me. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then just returning to breathing through your nose, we'll take our hands down to our knees, gently guide them back towards each other. You can blink your eyes open or keep them shut, drawing the right knee in towards the chest, either keeping the left foot down on the mat or you can extend the leg away. Just releasing the right foot back down to the mat. Slide the left leg in to join it. Picking up the right foot, placing the right ankle to the left knee. Either holding behind the thigh of the left leg or the shin. releasing the foot down, and then sliding that right leg until it wraps all the way over the left leg, taking arms out so they're about shoulder height into a little T shape, bent at the elbows. Take an inhale at center, then exhale, dropping the knees over to the left hand side. Trying to keep the right shoulder anchored down. If this feels like it's too much for your back, simply bring the knees back to center, uncross them, and then just do the same with knees and ankles together. Take an inhale to come back to center. Exhale as you uncross the legs. This time we're going to draw the left knee in towards the chest, extending the right leg away if you like. Otherwise you can keep the foot down to the mat still. Gently releasing that left foot down to the mat. Slide the right leg in to join it. Picking up the left foot, placing the ankle to the right knee, flexing the foot, and then drawing the right leg in, holding behind the thigh or behind the shin. Just releasing that right foot down to the mat, sliding the left leg so it wraps all the way over the top, alternatively taking knees and feet together. Take an inhale at center, then exhale, dropping the knees to the right hand side this time, anchoring down the left shoulder. Gently coming back to center, unraveling the legs, hug the knees in towards the chest and have a little rock across the back. And rocking backwards and forwards down the length of the mat a couple of times before coming all the way up to sit and then over onto hands and knees. Coming through just a few rounds of cat and cow curls to warm through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, lifting the tailbone. Exhale, rounding the spine, gaze towards the tummy. Inhale, looking up. Exhale to round. Just moving with your own pace of breath. Really trying to get into the entire length of your spine. Making this one your last one before coming back to a neutral spine. Just bringing the hands forward, spreading the fingers nice and wide, tucking the toes, pushing back to downward dog. Maybe having a pedal through the feet, bending one knee, then the other. And then slowly start to walk the feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. Coming into just a gentle forward fold. You can bend the knees generously. Relax through the neck, let your head be super heavy. Letting the body dangle down. Maybe having a sway from side to side. And release the arms, slowly rolling all the way up to stand. Roll shoulders back. And then just turning sideways on your mat. Now, if you can, if you've got enough space to have your mat or turn your mat so that it's lengthways and you're looking directly at the screen, that's going to make your life a lot easier. I'm going to do my instructions mirroring so that I'm going to assume that you have got your mat this way. It's going to make it a lot easier if you can. Obviously, if you haven't got enough space to have your mat this way, then simply do the best you can, follow along, and don't worry if you get lost. So standing sideways, with your mat sideways, at the top of the mat. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And then starting with hands at heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, stretching over to your right hand side, hip out to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Big step out with your left foot and then turning heels in and toes pointing to the outer corners of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, looking up. Exhale, draw hands down to the heart, bending into the knees, goddess squat. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, come back down. One more the same. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back down. This time coming all the way back up and then opening the arms out to shoulder height. Turn the right foot parallel, left toes towards the top of the mat, or the back of the mat now. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, triangle pose. So feel as though you're really opening through the chest, leaning the chest back, but reaching the crown of the head forward for some length. And bending into that left knee, bringing the elbow to knee, and reaching the other arm up and over, side angle. Turning the gaze down towards the mat, bringing the fingertips down and then pivot on the back foot and bring the knee down to the mat. Sweep the arms up, coming into your low lunge. Really sinking the weight forward so we are really stretching into the hips and the hip flexors. Bringing the fingertips back down to the mat. Walking them round to your right hand side, and we're going to pivot the feet so that they come both parallel with the short edges of the mat, ending up folding into your wide leg forward fold. And then walking the hands all the way over to the right foot. Pivot on the back foot, placing the knee down and coming into your low lunge on the other side. So with these moon salutations, we're kind of like the full moon, we're going in a circle. Reversing the poses on the other side. Fingertips come down to the mat. Turning the back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Right elbow to knee, left arm's going to reach up and over, side angle. And then straighten through that right leg, arms to shoulder height. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, triangle on this other side. Inhale, coming all the way up. Turning the heels in and toes out again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, bending the knees, goddess squat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, back down, goddess. Inhale, reaching up. This time, hands just come to the heart. Taking a big step over to the left-hand side. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, stretching over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center, and then hands down to the heart. If it all's gone to plan, we should have ended up on the other side of our mat. Ready to do one more round. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, stretch over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Big step out with the right foot. Heels in, toes pointing out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bending the knees, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to goddess pose. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms come to shoulder height. Turning left foot parallel, right toes towards the top of the mat. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Bending into that front knee, elbow to knee. Left arm reaches up and over, side angle. Turning to face down towards the ground, the fingertips are going to come down, pivot on the back foot and bring the knee down to the mat. Low lunge. Fingertips back down to the mat. Tucking the toes of the back foot, turning the foot and walking around into that wide leg forward fold again. So both feet are turning parallel with the short edges of the mat and folding in. Gently walking the hands all the way over to the left foot, pivoting round and dropping down into your low lunge on the other side. Bringing the fingertips back down to the mat. Tuck the back toes of the right foot. Turning the foot parallel, left elbow to knee, right arm reaches up and over, side angle. back up, straightening the front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, bringing the body back up. Turning heels in, toes out. Inhale, reach the arms up above you. Exhale, hands to heart, goddess squat. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, reaching up. This time the hands come down to the heart. Take a big step over to the right hand side. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, stretching over to the right. Exhale, back to center. Over to the other side. Back to center. And then hands down to the heart. Gently closing your eyes for a moment. Letting your breath settle. And then just gently open your eyes. Turning back towards the top of your mat. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale to fold all the way down. Bend the knees generously so you can place the hands down. Slowly walking yourself back into a downward dog. And then bringing knees down to the mat. Sitting back towards your heels. And then swinging the legs around in front of you. Coming full circle to finish off with the same poses that we started with. So hugging knees in towards the chest. Placing the feet down and then wrapping the right leg over the left, arms out shoulder height. Inhaling at center, exhale, dropping the knees to the left hand side. And your next inhale, bring knees back to center, sliding the right leg across until the ankle is stacked over the left knee. And drawing that left leg in towards you, again holding behind the thigh or behind the shin. Just noticing if these poses feel any different now compared with how they did at the start. Placing the left foot down and then releasing the right leg and hugging the knee in towards the chest, either keeping the left foot down on the mat or extending it away. Placing the right foot down to the mat, sliding the left leg in and then wrapping the left leg over right. Arms to shoulder height. Inhale at center. Exhale, knees are dropping over to the right hand side this time. Left shoulder anchored down. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. Sliding the left leg until the ankle is stacked over the right knee, flexing the foot and then drawing in the right leg. Placing the right foot back down to the mat, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, either staying here or extending the right leg away. And releasing the left leg. Bringing soles of the feet together, letting knees fall out to the side. Just like we started the class, we're going to end it in reclined butterfly. If this is not comfortable for you, you can just extend the legs. Otherwise, bringing one hand to heart, one hand to tummy. Letting the knees feel heavy, relaxing through the legs. Just letting your breath settle into a natural pattern. Closing your eyes, letting your forehead soften. Your body resting on the mat. Just taking a few moments now to soak in the benefits of your practice. You can either stay here all the way through to the end, or you can gently guide your knees back together, extending the legs and releasing your arms down beside you. Just taking a few moments to simply breathe and be. Just starting to breathe a little bit deeper now. Bringing awareness back to the body. A little bit of movement to the fingers, to the toes. Maybe gently rolling the head from side to side. Gradually make the movements a little bit bigger, maybe circling through the wrists, the ankles, until they lead you into a nice big full body stretch. And then when you're ready, just gently rolling onto your right hand side before easing yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Once you're there, just bringing hands to the heart, gently closing your eyes if you would open them. Just taking a moment to check in with how you're feeling now compared with how you did at the start of class. Notice if there's been any shifts for you, how you're feeling either emotionally or physically, energetically. Take a moment to reconnect with our mantra, our intention. I release all that is no longer serving me. Closing the practice with a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this full moon practice. I hope the peace of yoga stays with you.